Welcome to the Kline Realty Showcase. My name is Gwendolyn Varone and I'm with the Waynesboro office. If you see a home for sale that you're interested in, please give one of our offices a call. We want to thank our sponsors and please enjoy the show.
Good morning, this is Keenan Moore with Kline Realty. I am happy to be here this morning with Gail Brunk, the Executive Director of an organization called Vail. We are here this morning attending the second annual Vail Invitational Wheelchair Basketball Tournament. Gail, why don't you tell us a little about Vail and the basketball tournament?
Vail stands for Valley Associates for Independent Living. We're a very unique nonprofit in that a minimum of 51% of our board and our staff must be individuals with a lived experience. So the people that we are providing service to have representation, both at our staff level and at our board level, to direct our programs. We are what's called a Center for Independent Living. That means non-residential, meeting people where they are in the community to remove barriers and increase independence in the community. 2 years ago, Vail acquired the Harrisonburg Cardinals, that are now known as the Vail Harrisonburg Cardinals wheelchair basketball team, and they compete nationally. And so we host our practices here at Horizon's Edge Sports Complex every Thursday night, and the team travels during a regular basketball season and plays against other teams. And today we are playing against 3 other teams. All 4 teams are ranked in the top 20 in the entire nation. It's a wonderful experience and opportunity to see individuals with what we call lower limb disabilities, permanent lower limb disabilities, whether that be amputations or paralysis, playing competitively, building camaraderie. The social and peer support that comes as a result of this program is just phenomenal.
Wow, well that's a great service, and I'm sure that the community and the players appreciate you guys.
Well, we are very blessed by the players as well as them by us, by the partnership that we've developed with them, and we're pulling players from all of our service areas. So we serve Harrisonburg, Rockingham, Stanton, Augusta, Waynesboro. We pull players from all over and sometimes out of our area because there isn't an adaptive sports program in their community, and they have found us.
Great. Well, I just want you to know that I appreciate you and what Vail and your staff does, and I think that Harrisonburg and Rockingham County are very fortunate to have an organization like yours.
Well, and Keenan, I thank you, and I thank you for your service to Vail as a board member and your ongoing support to us over the years. Really appreciate this opportunity to share more about what we do.
They come back every year just for the fun. You don't see many faces that don't have a smile ear to ear. They are treated with respect. They're included in everything that goes on in Night to Shine. And we just like to make them feel like they are part of God's world, God's plan. One of the reasons why I love working at Kline May is we are very involved in our community. Tonight is Night to Shine. It's the Tim Tebow Adult Prom for special needs. Most of our staff is here today. All the agents in the office volunteer to come and be a buddy where they're partnered with a guest. They stay with that guest the whole night and they go to the different stations. Every year we see a lot of the same faces. We've made a lot of good friends, and the guests that come, every year they have on different dresses. They go all out. They get their hair done, their nails done. Some bring dates, some bring just good friends. And it is such a blessing to us as well as to the guests that come. I think we get as much out of it as they do, just seeing them so happy. Tim Tebow has put this together, and it goes across the nation, and it's typically done the Friday before Valentine's Day all across the nation. So Tim Tebow sends a video to share with all the guests that are here and thanks them for coming and tells them how much they're loved and how much Jesus loves them. I look forward to coming back every year to see what my buddy was from the first time that I volunteered for this. I had a buddy, her name was Polly, and I met her caretaker who had, I think she was probably 6 months old when I first met them, and now I just saw her tonight, and her little 6-month-old daughter is now 6 years old and getting ready to go into kindergarten. So it's always fun to come back and see what's changed in everyone's lives, where they're at now, what they're doing. I wouldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for Kline May, and I am so thankful to share this wonderful experience with the other agents in our office. It's so much fun when we go back into the office next Wednesday for our meeting, and we're all abuzz still about what went on at Night to Shine. And Karen Carpenter does an amazing job pulling this together. We're very thankful to have it in our community.
Hi, I'm Karl Waizecker, Principal Broker at Kline May Realty. Thank you for joining me for another Q&A with Kline May. Today, our question might strike you as a little bit unusual in this market, but the question is, why isn't my home selling? And believe it or not, we do get that question from some sellers, and we have some sellers in that situation. So here's what's happening. We are still very much in a seller's market. There are far more buyers looking for homes than there are sellers offering homes for sale. We've talked about that a lot, why that is, mainly interest rates. It's still a very good situation for sellers and a very good time to be selling your home. Folks can count on getting top dollar and count on, if you're priced appropriately, probably having a competitive situation. And the appropriate pricing is really the key. We almost have a tale of two markets going on here, where we still have strong enough buyer demand that if a home is priced properly and shows well, has been maintained, has been prepared for showing, you're going to get some pretty good interest and probably some quick offers and maybe some competitive offers. If, on the other hand, though, the seller of that particular home is more in the mindset of a year ago or so, when interest rates were still very, very low, they might be a little over-aggressive on their pricing or a little over-optimistic. And obviously, one of the biggest changes that's happened are the interest rates. And when interest rates were 3%, folks could afford to really overpay for a property because they were thinking in terms of my monthly payment, and they could still afford that. Now that's not the case at all. So even though we have super strong buyer demand, they do not have a tolerance for overpaying. If you're in that situation and you're kind of scratching your head saying, hey, I see on the news there are a lot more buyers than sellers. Why don't I have people constantly throwing offers at me? You need to start asking yourself, what could be the possible buyer objections to your home? Is there something about the home? Is there something about the location that you can't change? If there's something about the home you can't change, really the only way you can account for that is to adjust the price downward and see if you can get a buyer to make that trade-off. Talk to your agent about it, but there's definitely a reason. If your house isn't selling, there's definitely a reason. Our coffee today is a little unusual for me. If you are a regular watcher, you know that I'm not a huge fan of flavored coffees, but I was in the grocery store and I saw this New Orleans roast, and the flavor is bourbon pecan pie. And I just thought, how can I not give that a try? So here we go. That's really good. It's not something I would have with breakfast, probably, but as a dessert, after a nice meal, maybe with a little bit of ice cream on the side, that's really very good. I would highly encourage that one. If you have a question for me about real estate, or if you have a coffee you'd like to see me try here on the air, please send that information to me at questions@klineme.com. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Life's next steps begin with a mortgage from DuPont Community Credit Union. Whether you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, DCCU has fixed and adjustable rate mortgage options, with mortgage advisors ready to help find the best option for your family. And now with our new 5/5 adjustable rate mortgage, you can receive the benefits of an adjustable rate loan with an initial rate for the first 5 years. Take the next step in your home buying journey today at mydccu.com.
all want to give our kids the best of everything, the best nutrition, the best education, and the best place to grow up, even the air they breathe. Lennox strives to provide the best air quality for your family's home, free of indoor air pollutants.
At Landis Heating and Air Conditioning, they can install a Lennox customized comfort system in your home. Let Landis sweat the details so you can relax in comfort. Call my friends at Landis Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
From coffee shops to restaurants to clothing. If you love culture, it's all here in Waynesboro.
Gwen, I bring my grandchildren down here to walk along the water and listen to the music. There's so many fun parks to take them to. We could almost go to a different one every day.
We sure could, I agree.
Have you ever been out to the dog park out at Pointer Springs?
I do enjoy going to Corner Springs. There's great views there. What are some other activities in Waynesboro that you really enjoy?
I enjoy going out to a nice dinner, and we have so much to choose from. I highly recommend trying the French Presses. Sausage, gravy, and biscuits is delicious. It's kind of spicy, but I really like it. Gwen, have you ever had the opportunity to see anything at the Wayne Theater?
I love the Wayne Theaters. On Monday afternoons, they showcase a classic movie. To me, the Wayne Theater is just one of those gems that we are very fortunate to have here in the city of Waynesboro. Another thing that I really enjoy here in downtown Waynesboro is there are some new clothing shops downtown. They just have some great clothing choices for you so that you're looking good for the new season. So Kathy, Waynesboro really has something for everyone, whether you love outdoor activities, whether you love the arts, whether you like shopping, Waynesboro just has something for everyone, and I love that about Waynesboro.
Let's not forget about the most important part of Waynesboro, and that's the people. The people here were just so welcoming when I moved to the area. Whether I'm at the park with my grandkids, everyone's so kind to each other and looks out for each other. It's a really nice, tight-knit community, and I'm thankful I live here.
I am thankful I live here as well.
time just because there was a loud truck that went by.
Okay.
Try it one more time with less hands.
Okay, less hands. Okay. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our sponsors, and we hope to see you again next week.